Yeah, it's quite disappointing, quite frustrating. Obviously, as a footy club, it's not the performance that we wanted to put in. So to sort of go away from our way was quite disappointing. So we're going to have to look at that, review it, and have some conversations about how we can move forward and put in a better performance.
How important is it to get, obviously a lot of people are talking about the fact that one again, how important is it to get a win and have something tangible this season?
Yeah, it's more just about controlling what we can control and playing the footy that we want to play. Yesterday we went away from that. We have a clear plan, and that starts in the contest. And yesterday we got nutted in the contest pretty poorly. So for us, it's more about what we can control, how we're training, and playing the way that we want to play. And if that results in a win, that's fantastic. But we're confident that we can play our game plan for longer. That will result in a win. So. At the moment, we're not doing it for long enough, and that's why we're falling short.
Have you got really 4 more chances now? You're not sure.
I can't even remember what teams we haven't played yet. We just got to play our way, so it doesn't matter what side it is really. Obviously, Geelong this week, they're a quality side, but we're not looking at who we're versing. We can focus on what we can, and as I said, our brand of footy, when done for 4 quarters, we're confident that can help us get a win against any side. Was a difficult question, but obviously the big bodies for them, Smith, Bontempelli, McRae, they got on top, especially around the clearances and stoppages. So it wasn't through lack of effort or trying, but obviously there's a breakdown there, or they were able to get on top. And obviously the way footy is, when they get a few on top, it's difficult to be able to chip away at it. So it was disappointing.
Positive, I suppose, you showed what you are capable of. You got on the end of a chain and kick a goal. Is that the sort of movement that you've been working on that you want to see?
Yeah, we've been working on inflicting damage. So when we can turn the ball over, going back at them with a bit of method. So to be able to have a few passages of play like that, which I feel like we had a few throughout the day, that's the sort of stuff that we want to keep doing, getting some out the back, some easy shots on goal like that. But obviously we're not doing it enough, which is obviously frustrating.
Nixie said he wouldn't put it on one person. It's hard to after a loss like that. A question came about Tex and his spotting the side. Why is your forward line better with Tex in it?
Tex is a presence, and if you look at our age demographic, our game demographic at the moment with Lynchy out, I'm the second most experienced forward with 40 odd games. So Tex is really important for our forward 6 when he's crashing the packs, bringing the ball to ground. Obviously, when the ball's in his hands, he does some amazing things still. So, as a side, we just need to get him the ball more, to be honest. Like, when he gets the ball, he hardly misses shots on goal, and he's inside 50 is a beautiful kick. So, we're just got to find a way to get him involved more in the game.
I think Adam Kelly, when I'm running this point, he said Darcy just needs to get a bit fitter. Is that something he's working hard on, or is trying to do?
Yeah, Darcy's working really hard on the track. He's doing some extra cross training. He's doing a lot of work with the HBT staff. So obviously had a fair stint off through injury, so just sort of coming back with no sample, no twos games. It's a bit hard to sort of build that match practice. So he's training hard, and he knows when he's at his best what it's like. So he's training really hard to get back in the side.
Will you come back fitter? Will you have to come back fitter, or is it just a match fitness type of thing?
Match fitness and running fitness, I think, is really different. I went back to Melbourne over the COVID break, so whether he did enough, I felt like he's obviously a really strong lad. So he puts in a lot of work. He does a lot of running, lots of cross training. He's naturally just a big fella. So I think the 6 weeks off without playing any games sort of hurt a little bit. But as I said, he's putting in the work, and he'll come back. He'll come back well. Tomorrow, I think we're just going to get outside the footy club and just go play some par 3 golf as a side, just a different environment. Obviously, during this COVID period, it's been a little bit more difficult to do that. So that'll be good. Be able to talk it out, go for a walk, hit some golf balls. So hopefully we can just stay together, stick together, because obviously it's a difficult time at the moment. But we'll get through. From what I know, yeah.
You've been able to stay in games really until 3/4 time the last
Yeah, and it's probably been a theme where we've been in games until the third quarter, start of the fourth. So to be able to run over the top, well, for them to be able to run over the top was disappointing. Their midfield obviously took control throughout the whole game. The bigger bodies, more experienced players in there sort of got on top of our younger midfielders. So yeah, that was frustrating and disappointing.
Is there a game plan to try and, I think the coach said that they tried to tag Bond and but he still somehow got off the leash. Can you discuss that?
Yeah, we had a plan with Keezy to go to Bontempelli. Look, when we're getting nutted around the clearance so heavily, it is, I say, probably harder for a footy side like us to be able to keep on top of players like that. And they got Smith getting a fair bit of the ball, Hunter, McRae, like they're a quality midfield unit. So, yeah, Bont obviously got away from us throughout the course of the game, which is disappointing. But yeah, we'll review that and see, going into this week what Keezy can do and what a whole footy team we can do to stop whoever we want to stop.
I think it's Texas 200 this week. How important to get up the big fella and put it in performance?
Yeah, well, he's a champion of this footy club. We know how good he's been for this team, right from when he started to everything that he's gone through when he was captain. And look, we're all battling right now at the moment, so it's important that we can get around Tex. 200 fantastic games for this footy club. So yeah, it's a real special week for him.
And how's your headspace? Obviously it's flat. You want to be winning games. Is it hard to be positive, or you just try and be as positive as you can?
Yeah, it's everyone that plays footy is competitive. So, look, to be honest, fronting up each week 0 and 12, it's tough, and we're not shying away from the fact that it's frustrating at times. It can be flat, it can be down, but I think with the age demographic at the group, it's more just about trying to stay as positive as possible, finding the positives in the little things, which we're doing. But it's also important that we do go over what's breaking down. But yeah, we've made a clear focus that we're sticking together. The morale's still really, really good inside the four walls. So we're getting around each other, we're sticking around each other. It's just, playing better footy.
Where are Chase and Ned at?
I'm not sure about Ned. I think he's got managed as well. So hopefully he gets up for this weekend. Chase was managed last week as well. He trained on the weekend and by reports trained really well. So yeah, both of those guys put their hands up for selection this week, I'd say.
Doesn't get any easier against Geelong. How do you
No, it doesn't, but they're a quality footy side, and as I said before, we know what we have to do, and we just have to execute our plan for longer. And at the moment, we haven't been able to do that. So this week throws us another challenge of being able to play our way for longer, and if we don't, then it could be another tough loss. But if we can put up against them, which we're confident our style of footy can, well, we'll give it a red hot crack.
do you think Tully became getting to Hawkins after having a few kids on the weekends?
Yeah, Taylor's is a quality player, obviously multiple Australian. So yeah, he's a real professional with the way he goes through his vision and all that stuff. So I would say he'd be pretty keen to get back out there and shut Hawkins down. Yeah.
What does a hit of par 3 golf do for you mentally, mate?
I'm not a great golfer, so it could have the opposite effect. I think more just to, obviously with the COVID stuff, as I was saying before, we don't really have much to go out and do. So to be able to sort of get that ticked off and stick together, talk about some stuff, a bit more low key, not always sitting in a meeting room, might just freshen the mind up for us.
So who takes the chocolates? Probably a seasoned Crouch.
Yeah, Seaman would be up there. Crouch, Tex hits it pretty well. It's more about the finesse with the par 3 though. I'm not sure how their chipping and approaching will be, but we'll have to see.
How is Sloan? He obviously didn't have his normal impact on the weekend. Still played a bit on the wing. What does he say about him?
Well, similar to Foggy, he's been out for a long period of time. We know the quality of player that Sloaney is. He's a champion. So first game back is always going to be difficult. Obviously went through on the ball, forward a little bit, and on the wing. So similar, he'll get that match fitness back and get his hands on the ball a bit more. He's working really hard like everyone else is. So yeah, I think he'll be fine.